Hi everyone, thank you for checking out this developer playthrough for the interactive spy novel, There's Always a Madman, Do Your Worst. I am the solo developer behind this game. My name is Adam. During this playthrough, I will take you through the first 2 chapters of the game. The full game will contain 11 chapters, and the demo contains 4 out of the 11 chapters, but I will only be walking you through the first 2 chapters here. This is the second game in the There's Always a Madman series. The first game is There's Always a Madman, Fight or Flight, but you're more than welcome to jump in here with a second game. Each game in this series is a standalone experience, so pick a story that you like best, whatever speaks to you the most, you can jump right in. Now with that, let's go ahead, let's dive into the game. There's Always a Madman, Do Your Worst. Chapter 1, Goner. The great secret agent, Franklin Benjamin, has a bag over his head, and his hands are tied together. The air smells like salt water, and though you can't see where you are, you realize that smell can't be a good sign. Any final words, Mr. Benjamin? Either, is the hood over my head really necessary? Or, can I at least look you in the eyes? Let's go with, is the hood really necessary? Fine. Let's take off the hood. The hood is removed, and the light is blinding at first. But your eyes quickly adjust. You look around and see that you're at the end of a deserted dock with your back to the water. Guess that explains the smell of salt water. In front of you is a man with silver hair. Not an old man, just someone whose hair went gray early. Behind him is a muscular man and a petite woman, each in their 20s. The silver-haired leader says, "You know what? Check him. Make sure this spy doesn't have any secret gadgets stashed on his person. I already checked him before we got in the car, and I checked him again when we got out. Then check him again. We leave nothing to chance." The muscular man frisks you again and confirms you're helpless. The silver-haired leader then looks over at the petite woman. You check him too, and use the device. The petite woman pulls her blonde hair back into a ponytail and secures it with a silver scrunchie. Now that she's ready to get to work, she takes a metal detector wand and uses it to check you from head to toe. She confirms you have nothing that will save you now. Truly, this is the end for secret agent Franklin Benjamin. Either, how about a kiss before I die? Maybe you should frisk me too. Let's go with, how about a kiss before I die? She steps away, and the muscular man punches you in the gut, causing you to double over. Don't you talk to her like that again. You know, that's not much of a threat if you're going to kill me in a few seconds anyway. Enough. The muscular man steps back and holds his girlfriend's hand. The silver-haired leader leans in close to you. I'm only going to ask you this one more time. Any final words, Mr. Benjamin? Go ahead. Do your worst. The silver-haired man reaches down and picks up something out of a sack on the ground. It's a gold brick. The sack is filled with bricks, but only this one is gold. The rest are ordinary bricks. I figure I'm going to drown a man of your stature, then I should give you one thing that sets you apart from the regular dreck. Not that I care for gold, personally. Silver is my thing. I won't miss this gold brick, but consider it a sign of respect from me to you. He puts the gold brick back in the sack and ties the sack to your ankles. With that complete, he steps to the side, and the other two approach you. I don't live by the golden rule. I live by something I call the silver rule. Do unto others before they do unto you. Like this. The silver-haired leader nods to his team. The muscular man grabs you, while the petite woman grabs the sack of bricks. They each shove their assigned part into the water. Together, they send the great secret agent Franklin Benjamin to a watery grave. With Frank's hands tied and a sack of bricks weighing him down, this is where his story ends. 5 minutes later, the trio who killed Franklin Benjamin remain at the dock looking out at the water. As expected, there hasn't been even a ripple across the water surface since they disposed of the famed secret agent. It's been 5 minutes. How long are we going to wait here? I saw a movie once where the guy held his breath for 6 minutes. I wouldn't go by what happens in the movies. It wasn't just the character who held his breath for 6 minutes. In the special features, they showed the actor putting his head underwater and holding his breath for 6 minutes. So we're going to wait for 6 minutes then? No. I saw another movie where they said a whale could hold its breath underwater for 20 minutes. So we're going to wait for 30 minutes. There's no way he can hold his breath longer than a whale can. You see, we don't leave anything to chance. Franklin Benjamin is a goner. There's always a madman. Do your worst. Chapter 2. Next Woman Up. Headquarters of the Threat Prevention Unit, a clandestine spy agency where Secret Agent Franklin Benjamin used to work. A fellow secret agent, Virginia West, awaits her next assignment. Beside you is another woman, your trusted tech expert, Hatcher, who outfits you with all manner of gadgetry before field missions. Do you know what this meeting is going to be about? Some idea, or I have no idea. Let's say I have some idea. An older gentleman who walks with a cane enters the room. As you well know by now, it's been 7 days since we last heard from Franklin Benjamin. At this point, we fear the worst has happened. So I'm assigning you, Virginia, to take over the mission he had. Mr. Samuel activates a nearby screen, and it shows the one and only Golden Gate Bridge. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to protect the Golden Gate Bridge from this man. He clicks to advance the slide. He now shows a silver-haired man. This is Saul Silverstein. Note that it's pronounced Silverstein. He's known to go by the pseudonym the Silver Fox. He loves silver and abhors gold. We believe his objective is to destroy the Golden Gate Bridge. He goes back one slide to show the bridge again. I should point out that the Golden Gate Bridge is of course a shade of orange, not gold. But for reasons unknown, his hatred of gold extends so far that he seeks to destroy this bridge. Even though, again, it's actually a color called International Orange, and not in fact gold at all. Makes sense, I guess, or weird, but okay. Let's go with makes sense, I guess. He now advances ahead 2 slides, past the one with Silverstein on it, to one with a muscular man and a petite woman. Silverstein has 2 hench people, 1 henchman and 1 henchwoman. henchman is named Sterling, and the henchwoman is named Agatha. They're a young couple. Sterling is the brawn, and Agatha is the brains. Silverstein, Sterling, and Agatha. Together, this trio has somehow bested our top agent, Franklin Benjamin. So they are not to be taken lightly. He turns off the slides. Now for the question I always have to ask. Do you accept this mission? Either, yes, I will avenge Franklin, or yes, I will make the Silver Fox pay. Let's go with, yes, I will avenge Frank. Good, for I must emphasize that the objective has nothing to do with Frank. Not even to find out what happened to him. The objective is to save the bridge. There's nothing we can do about Frank at this point, and the bridge is a world-famous landmark, after all. With this clarification, do you still accept the mission? Either, yes, I accept the mission, or yes, I will save the Golden Gate Bridge. Let's go with yes, I accept the mission. Okay, then the mission is a go. Hatcher, fill Virginia in on the specifics. We decided the best strategy is to use what Silverstein loves against him. The cover will be as Virginia West, a jewel thief who can procure rare antiquities, including those composed of silver. Say, that's what a new prospective client should desire. We make the approach during an auction we know he'll be attending in San Francisco. Once Silverstein invites you to his estate in Napa Valley, you'll plant a listening device there. Then, when we know he's taken possession of the explosive device that will be used to destroy the bridge, we'll swoop in and shut down his operation before he has a chance to use it. Simple, right? Either, yeah, simple, or no, why don't I just get him to talk? Let's go with, yeah, simple. Now, let's talk gadgets. Right, as I just mentioned, you'll be planting a listening device. She pulls out a lipstick case and unscrews the bottom, revealing a listening device concealed within. Simply extract this listening device and attach it wherever appropriate, such as under a table, inside a desk drawer, or any discrete location you deem suitable. Clever or practical. Let's go with clever. I always aim to please. Since your unofficial designation is Agent 909, I've set it so you'll be able to pick up the audio on frequency 90.9 in your car. Naturally, we'll have a car waiting for you in San Francisco. The cover is as a visitor to town, so it'll appear to be nothing more than a rental car. Something on the higher end, but still plausible for a quick business trip to meet a prospective new client. So don't expect this to have the typical bells and whistles like weaponry or bulletproof glass. We'll be entering the lion's den, and we fully expect Agatha will use her technical expertise to give the car a complete inspection at some point. So it needs to pass for a regular vehicle under even the tightest of scrutiny. Any questions? Either that's it, just a trick lipstick case in a completely normal car, or you seriously can't give me anything else? Let's go with the top option, as we've done for everything so far. This is what's authorized for the mission. No trick pens, no poison-tipped umbrellas, nothing of that sort. You've got your smarts. That's always been enough. Later on, when you've nearly finished packing for your flight, you double-check that the lipstick case from Hatcher is in your purse. It's there. Only one thing left to put in your suitcase. It's still sitting on your bed, and you almost don't want to put it in. Frank's lucky golden tie. You pick it up and linger with it in your hands for a moment before looking to the ceiling. Either, maybe if you'd been wearing your lucky tie, you'd still be alive. Or, as long as I remember you, you're not truly gone. Or maybe if you'd been wearing it, you'd still be alive. You pack the golden tie in your suitcase. Maybe it will be your lucky charm. With your bags packed, you head out to catch your flight to San Francisco. Hours later, during the flight's final approach, you look out the window and spot the Golden Gate Bridge. From your window seat, you take in the view. Who knows if that bridge will still be there in a few days. Things didn't end well for Frank. Maybe he won't be able to stop this madman and his goons. The guy in the seat next to you leans over to admire the view of the bridge as well. Is this your first time in the Bay Area? Says some guy. Either, yeah, first time, or no, I've been here before. Let's say it's my first time. It's my first time too. Is this a business trip or a personal trip? Either it's business or it's personal. Let's finally go for the second option. Let's say it's personal. And there we go, the end of chapter 2. You've now seen the first 2 chapters, and There's Always a Madman. Do your worst. Will you be able to stop the madman and save the Golden Gate Bridge? Find out when you play There's Always a Madman. Do your worst. You can wishlist on Steam, and you can play the free demo available today. Thank you for checking out this developer playthrough for There's Always a Madman. Do your worst, available on Steam.